Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Sizing up the defense. Harris. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Joel Embiid. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. Giannis with it up top. His guys now trailing by a point. To Middleton. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Nice pass to get things going.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Simmons to Embiid. Turns and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Richardson to Simmons. Bledsoe with it up top. Down a point. To Antetokounmpo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
George Hill at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. To Embiid. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Free throw try, off the mark. Bledsoe with the basketball. Tie game, third quarter. To Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Bledsoe. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. And the reward, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Josh Richardson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Giannis in control of the basketball. His group now down 2. To Bledsoe. Hill. To Lopez. Brook Lopez. With that, he's 5 for 9.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Hill across the timeline. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Cruises inside for 2.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The Bucks at the controls. To Bledsoe. Middleton. To Hill. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Simmons into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. Horford to Embiid. Richardson to Horford. That's no good. Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense to George Hill. Adetokunbo. Able to convert inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Simmons to Horford. Richardson working hard on the glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Joel Embiid rejects it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 2. Adetokunbo. Nice pass to set things up. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Richardson goes to the left side. To Embiid. Scores from the post.
2 points.
Giannis with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. Not that time. To Tobias Harris. It's good.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Hill. Here comes the screen. Giannis for 2 with the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Horford. And he buries it.
4-2.
Giannis with it up top. Down 6. baseline, but a shot stays out. Joel Embiid with the block. Make that 7.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Embiid to Simmons. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Short jumper off the mark. George Hill snatching it out of the air. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Entering the game for the 76ers.
Adetokunbo
Mike Scott.
slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Embiid to Simmons. It's Embiid for 2. Jumper's good.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Bucks basketball. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. No. Richardson to Simmons. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Simmons to Embiid. And scores on the step back.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Adetokunbo. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Joel Embiid sends it blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Philadelphia 76ers, number 19.
Matthews. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee.
Hey, good defense.
Short jumper stays out. To Embiid. Short jumper misses. Giannis Adetokunbo sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Adetokunbo. Simmons To Embiid. Has a look. Not that time. Bledsoe with it up top. The deficit now up to a dozen. Here comes the screen. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
They go down low to Simmons. Off the assist.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Bledsoe. To Antetokounmpo. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Simmons with it. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Shot from the lane won't go. Trying to cash in. Matthews unable to get it to go. Mike Scott pins it. That's the end of the third quarter and a great start for the 76ers. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. This was a one-possession game at the break, but things went south from there.
But guess what, Ed? It's always a one-possession game. That's how you need to approach each possession in basketball. You can't score and then get back in the game 30 possessions later. You have to do it one possession at a time.
Sixers control it to Richardson. A great defense there, forcing the pickup. Flushes it home.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Antetokounmpo. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Nothing going here on that drive. Nikola Mirotic with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Has a chance? Yes. And the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Raul Neto at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To George Hill. Antetokounmpo to Hill. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Hill. That one off the mark. It's no good. Here comes the screen. To Richardson. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Hill into the front court. His guys down 11. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Jonah Bolden. Huge block. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. New blood coming in for both sides.
Stepping in for number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
Bledsoe out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Horford. To Richardson. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris to Richardson. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. To Tobias Harris. And the rebound taken by Lopez. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Richardson to Embiid. He gets it.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, number 24.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Simmons to Horford. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Doesn't have the touch, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Al Horford able to recover with the block. Bledsoe. Neto defended by Connaughton. To Embiid. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Sixers have the basketball. To Horford. Brook Lopez swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Fires the 3. Not that time. He misses. Into the front court comes Simmons. Lead stands at 10. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Screen coming. Tight space with the crossover. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Bledsoe. That no good off the mark. Here's Simmons with it up top. Lead is 12 to Tobias Harris. Not that time. Bucks at the controls. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Shot clock winding down. Greek Freak for two. Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Save 10% on all merchandise when you purchase 3 or more items at one of our arena stores. This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 3, George Hill. Entering the game for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. To Adetokunbo. Has a look. And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Simmons with it. Up a dozen. To Embiid. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. Milwaukee with the basketball. Curling inside. Joel Embiid. Tips it. 9 blocks.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Giannis with it up top. Down 12. To Lopez. Adetokunbo. Al Horford rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Hill. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Horford. Trying to cash in. Their shot no good by Simmons. Hill across the timeline. Down a dozen. Adetokunbo to George Hill. Horford to Simmons. There it is, Al Horford. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Trailing by 14 to Hill. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. Good look that time, but off the mark. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. To Adetokunbo. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Eric Bledsoe. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
To Simmons. Short jumper misses. Bledsoe at the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Has a chance. Bledsoe shot off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Harris to Horford. Short jumper won't fall. To Adetokunbo. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Short jumper stays out. Philadelphia with the basketball. Richardson to Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. Middleton to Bledsoe. To Adetokunbo. Bledsoe. A shot, no good there for Lopez.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win in a close game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bucks are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. They did a great job with their ball movement, forcing the defense to constantly make adjustments. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the win. Check out the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2.
number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.